Now, over the 23 years, we've raised in excess of $1.3 million. That's what's been presented so far in support of the education of our seminarians and the clergy. That's a magnificent effort. There wouldn't be too many organisations that would be doing that. Well, I don't think, I'm unaware of any. The 24th annual KSC, Priest's Point Education Fund Archbishop's Dinner has been booked in for Friday the 19th. Fingers crossed, everything's crossed that it does take place. Moody Valley Racecourse
Of
August.
So it's one day before last year. It's always in August. Friday 19th of August. So please save the date. Our aim is to get 400 plus in attendance. That's always my aim. The best we've ever had is about 450, but my aim is to get over 400. As long as we get that, we'd make plenty of money to pass on to our seminarians. I'd now like to call upon the newest State Chairman of the Knights of Southern Cross, Paul Mitchell, to present a cheque to the Archbishop. I better get the cheque out of my hand. It's definitely been signed. Sorry about that.
Your Grace Archbishop Peter, Father Dennis, Carmine Miranda, our committee chairman for today, and for a while longer yet, I might add. Committee members and brother knights. It's with great pleasure that I'm here today to present the results of the committee's hard work, and it's with much anticipation because of the delays that we meet here today, and we're very grateful of the opportunity, Peter, for being able to present you with a cheque for $60,000.
Just whatever you
Over
think.
here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, well done.
Over to you.
Thank you. Over to me. Yes, I'm getting the order right. That's extraordinary. Never expected that much. So that's just wonderful. To the committee especially, my deep thanks to the Knights of the Southern Cross and associates. Thank you very much to sponsors who've been a part of this journey. I'm grateful that you can be present in some numbers here tonight, this afternoon as well. Just a tremendous word of thanks. The seminary opened, I'll leave most of this to Father Dennis. The seminary opened up again this week. We have two in Melbourne who have come on for this year, started their seminary formation this year, and with providence of God and your wonderful prayers and encouragement, hopefully you might double that next year and double that the year after and double that the year after and so on. The work of promotion of vocations to the priestly life or to religious life seems a kind of it's put a little bit to the side, unfortunately, in our society these days and within the life of the church. But I want to just say thank you for you stepping up and stepping forward, and by not only this sort of material help, which is wonderful, but more particularly by your prayer and support, personal support of our seminarians, which is vastly, vastly more than a dollar amount. So I just wanted to acknowledge and thank you and encourage you to keep tapping, as I keep saying, just taps on shoulders, and from amongst yourselves come our priests and religious, from amongst yourselves, and we each can do our little bit in that regard. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Just briefly to conclude. Thank you, Archbishop. Carmine, thank you. You're a great speaker. You not only communicate well, but great enthusiasm behind his words. words and enthusiasm that draw us in. So thank you. Not just a spruiker. There's a lot of care and commitment behind your words. So thank you, Carmine, and to your committee. You commented that the committee has access to the students, you know, in a kind of way. Well, we don't have access to them today because they're doing their summer school and they weren't allowed to come, okay? As we prepare to begin the new year, we have a week of study, a bit more intensive before we go on retreat, and then the year starts after that. We're here to give thanks, not only for the monetary gifts that have been shared, but also humble thanks. Humble thanks. Yes, you could have given up over the last 2 years. Just, you know, so that's enough. We won't move on. We'll turn out the lights, we'll close the door, we'll wait perhaps to better times if they come. But you didn't do that. This year we couldn't have our normal raffle, which is another way that we help fund invite people to fund the seminary. And that couldn't take place. So we put this online sort of amateur theatre thing that accompanies our raffle each year, and put it online. And we sent out a note to all our people on our database saying, look, we can't have a raffle this year, besides the fact that the first prize was an overseas trip. That will be interesting if they're overseas. So we can't have a raffle this year, and we can't have a raffle night, which is always very popular. But keep us in your prayers, and if you'd like to continue to support the seminary financially, well, please consider. We received more in donations from that letter that we did on the raffle night. You know, more profit than we made normally do. And you didn't give up these last 2 years. There's been 2 checks since. You know, humble thanks we give to the community. Jesus had a lot to say about the mustard seed and the yeast, and the work they do in a hidden way. You know, that work kept going on, that spirit kept burning brightly. So we give not only thanks to Carmine and his committee, but really humble thanks too for your commitment over these last 2 years to the work of the seminary and for the Archdiocese. So thanks to humble thanks to everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Last word, Carmine?
The hardest thing is to get sponsorship dollars, right? So if you've got, in this establishment here, there are so many different groups. We've got the Catholic Development Fund, we've got Catholic Superannuation. We've got so many organisations in here. I remember going back 5 years ago, I actually went door knocking. I actually had an appointment with the previous, it was our Master of Ceremonies, used to be Free AW. Shane Healy. And I came here, gave me permission to go door knocking. They wouldn't open the doors. So we've got to make sure that it's an open door policy. We're here to help. We're here to help our seminarians. So we need your support there, Archbishop Peter. All right. So, and thank you. Look, thank you from the bottom of my heart, all our sponsors. All right, because without you, this doesn't happen. Okay. Without your monies, without your help, it doesn't happen. But as well as the monies, we want you to book a table and, you know, encourage other people to come. We want more than 400 people at the event, all right? So, tell your friends, 19th of August, okay?